Alright, people. Hello, hello, hello. Are we live? Are we live, people? Hello? Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Hello? Mic check. Hello? Let's see how this goes. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boink. What's up, people? How you doing? Let's see if it went through. See if it went through. I'm seeing so far so good. So far so good. It's going through on my. Alright. How we doing, people? Alright, let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. So, alright, people. Hello, welcome back. Whoa, there we go. So, we got some things to cover on today's show. Welcome back. This is Gvs, where I try to cover all things sports. Sometimes we get into movies. We'll talk about movies here and there. We'll talk about pop culture stuff. Like, in fact, I have a couple I have a couple Lego sets, and I've actually been meaning, like, I wanted to do a Lego stream and just be like, this stream sponsored by, and just like make a big thumbnail and all that. But I was like, yeah, you know what, that's probably not good, probably not best I do that. But here we go. Let's get into it, shall we? Is it working? Why are you being a pain in the ass? You always gotta be a pain in the ass, don't you? Alright, let's keep going, shall we? Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cover a couple things, a couple topics today. We can today because I'm hungry. For first and foremost, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go make some food. And with kind of how late it is, I'm not gonna wait for the Korean Czech game to end at 0-0 draw, and then we do a sports stream and I talk for like an hour or something, and wait till that game gets over. So what we're going to do in this stream is we're gonna talk about some of the things in the sports world. We'll talk about the Knicks being up 3-1. We'll talk about the Hurricanes being a win away from claiming the Stanley Cup. We'll talk about Game 5. We'll talk about NFL stuff going on. We'll talk about the World Cup, because of course the World Cup started today, actually, which is super funny. I don't know why my brain was thinking, yeah, it might start next week or the week after, July. It'll start in... No, it started today. Mexico played South Africa. That was the opening game. They ended up winning 2-0. We'll talk about it. And don't get me wrong, like, I think there might be some like I could see a little bit of heightened what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I could see, because this is how it was when I tried to cover and watch the Olympics. Like, they're cut down. They were tight. They were tight. It was a tight watch. I couldn't watch any highlights from the Olympics. Like, they were, everything was tight. So, anyways, we'll get going here. Let's start the stream up. Let's kick it going. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. As we start to trickle in here, I'm gonna give my thoughts and reactions to the games today. So, if you guys like the stream, be sure to hit a like and subscribe. Let's start to get into it, shall we? We got to cover a couple things to cover and talk about. And yeah, so let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. All right, so the Hurricanes won tonight, 4-2. They are now one win away from winning the Stanley Cup, which is super crazy. Because I've been challenging and calling for it all series, where I think there was kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Just the effort to get after it. That's probably the best way I can explain it. One thing that I was looking at was how, I mean, you look, now it's totally different because Carolina's up 3-2 in this series. But you look at the handful of games that they've already played on hand. Besides these last 2 games, Vegas has led for the majority of the games. But since that 4-0 lead for Vegas, that was probably, I mean, this might sound crazy, that was probably the worst thing for them to happen, is going up 4-0. Because since then, Carolina has been able to score on the power play. They've been able to take advantage of the games, because you looked at yesterday's game with how it started off super hot. You look at today's game where, I mean, Vegas started off hot. They led 1-0, but again, that didn't mean anything. Stahl countered-attacked within the first period itself, or we're 1-1. And then since then, 4 consecutive goals. The Hurricanes scored 4 goals before Vegas could get back into this game. This Vegas game just felt, this is probably one that hopefully they can put in the rear view and just move on and forget about it quickly, because I'm super, it's weird. Like Vegas, like seeing what they did in game 1, seeing what they did in game 3, like what, seeing what they did to Colorado, freaking Colorado. It's like, whoa, this game felt super off. And now I'm gonna overreact a little bit. There's parts of me where it's like, hey, do we stay with Hart or we go to Hill? Who's on net for game 6? Because I think, it's a unique situation. I'd probably still stick with Hart and just ride it out, because I mean, it is what it is. But there's parts of me that definitely, I can see Vegas winning game 6. I can definitely see that 2-force a game 7. That'd be so sick. That'd be so sick. If this goes 7, because there's parts of me where it's like, hey, once it goes 7 games, hey, all bets are off. Like, this turns into anybody's game. This turns into anybody's series. It doesn't matter who the better team was. You know, you could have been the better team for the last couple games. You could have been the better team for the first. Like, it does not matter once it reaches game 7. And guys, if you're wondering, in the world of FIFA, with the high pace, high intensity, super action of soccer, it's still 0-0. Oh, what a header. Okay, never mind. Never mind. They just scored a goal. Who is that? Is that Czech? No way. Czechia just scored. Oh my gosh. I had Korea winning this one. Oh my gosh, in my predictions today I had Mexico and Korea winning. Because I think Korea, like Belgium, who else? The Netherlands, Canada, sneaky team. Krejci with the goal. Beautiful header. Anyways, we'll talk about it in a second. Dude, that's what I get for talking smack about soccer. The second I'm like, wow, look at this boring 0-0 game. Header. Instant header. Oh my gosh, you couldn't have thrown it any better too. Any better. Nice. Good job for Czech. Alright, so, but then again, going back to, where's my water? Alright, people, let me get back going here. Going back to the hockey game. Just the Hurricanes came out swinging, and for the majority of the game, just they led it, and all the offensive production that Vegas has had, it just throw it out the window. It wasn't working for them today. Let me go to Zay Flowers could be a beast on the Bills. Hey, that's a hot take. That's a hot take. Yeah, because it's like, I love how, okay. Freddie Anderson going to regret the rest of his life. He abandoned the team in the finals. He always had a rep of being soft. Ooh. Well, no, there's parts of me where there's probably stuff that's going on behind the scenes that no, that's a ooh. Ooh, that's a ooh. We might want to recircle back on that one because there's parts of me where I am actually genuinely curious on why Anderson wasn't because they talked about it a little bit and they're like, he's not even dressed up to be a backup. He's just not. There's parts of me where after Mitch Marner scored the hat trick, and like even after Game 2, I was talking about Vegas might blow out the Hurricanes in Game 3. Just get ready. They might have to pull Anderson. There's parts of me that with how for the last 2 games he has been in a suit, not with the team, not dressed up and suited, ready to go like Blackwood or I would say Hill as well. I don't know if Hill was suited up for Vegas and on the bench. Like just he hasn't been there. And one thing that I was kind of wondering and curious about is, did he get injured? But that's just something that we as the public don't know yet, because it's one of those things where the Carolina Hurricanes aren't going to come out and say, yeah, hey, guess what? Our starting goaltender who got us here, yeah, he's injured. He injured his hamstring or he injured his wrist, which, Carlson will find the need to and the whatnot of what went on there because he went out during today's game as well. We'll see how much his impact not being there is going to impact. So, anyways. Oh yeah, no. The during the Eastern Conference Finals, one thing that I was talking about coming into the Stanley Cup Final, which was definitely an issue, is you look at Vegas's score production, but Vegas and the Colorado Avalanche, like that Western Conference Finals, both teams were throwing everything on net, and both were taking shots on goals, really good chances. But then you turn to the Carolina and the Montreal series. Literally, Montreal played good for like the first 2 games, and then after Game 3, nothing. Like we're sitting here at the end of game, I don't know if it was Game 4. It was either Game 4 or Game 3, where in the first period, Aho had the goal on like the penalty, but then we're at the end of the first period and it's 3-0, and Carolina had 3 goals and Montreal only had like 1 shot, 2 shots on net, and it's like literally Carolina has more goals than you have chances on net, and it did not benefit Anderson at all. In the whole Eastern Conference Finals, I don't think benefited him at all. I think Philadelphia actually played Carolina a lot better. I think Ottawa also played Carolina a lot better than the Habs did. But yeah, the any shots it didn't benefit the Hurricanes at all, because clearly, I mean, you look at what games 1, 2, and 3 were, dude, he got owned. And the other thing too, because this is where it's really interesting with who they go on net for the remainder of it. I'm gonna say I think, unless either Brendan Moore is like lying through his teeth, which I wouldn't put that past any coach. There's parts of me that think Anderson probably starts Game 6, but again, if he's lying, then no, they're gonna ride the bus the whole way out of here, with Bussy, and that's what it's gonna be for Game 6. Yeah. Where the abandoning his team and being hit as an excuse, like where'd you read up on that? I'm a little curious on that. Are we talking about when Barbashev? When Barbashev came over the middle and knocked him in the neck? Maybe. Like I don't think that would. Well, No, I don't think that'd be an injury. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't checked up on like any reports of any kind. I'm just assuming that like if the coaches are quick on the sideline, because like the reporter asked him and he was very quick on like, no, he's not playing, no, he's not the backup, no, we just chose not. Like if the coach was quick about it, there's parts of me that think there could be a lingering injury. I don't know. I don't know. Because the second you say, oh well, and honestly, it doesn't matter now too, because literally Carolina's one good game away from winning the Stanley Cup too, so it doesn't matter. And when you go look at Vegas too, Vegas is spent. I don't know how Vegas could come back in this series. Do I think it's possible? Very much. I mean, look at the first 4 games of this series. This game would be a huge outlier considering like if this was the deciding factor on who wins the series ultimately. Like if the Hurricanes do win Game 6. But like there's parts of me where I was kind of thinking about this. Does Vegas go with Hill or Schmidt? Like, do they throw another goalie? Hello. Korea just scored. Well, there we go. See, soccer's not so boring. Now it's tied at 1 apiece, and it's going to be tied for the next 30 minutes. And then we're going to end it in a draw. But, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. A lot of tough questions. But back to the Vegas point on like why I think they're spent is you look at their goalkeeping that has gotten them there. You look at Minnesota, you look at Colorado, you look at the Penguins. Who else? I think Buffalo made a goalie change, but I only maybe once. But like teams have made goalie changes in the postseason, and there's parts of me that think because 4 goals, literally that's a stat that no one else will probably have for a while, of how you have let 4 or more goals by in every single game in your first 5 starts. That's probably not a goal that's probably not a record that will be beat anytime soon. Now, there's parts of me also where, to this point, like it'd be a huge risk to throw Hill out there, considering like again he was benched just as much as Bussy, and hasn't played in just a long amount of time. So I don't know where Vegas would go on goal. Just ran out of juice there at the very end. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's keep it rolling. Great thoughts though. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing though what the take and what the angle for the Hurricanes and why Anderson's not playing. Yeah. All right, let's keep going here. So, Aho had his goal. Svechnikov had his goal on the power play where he 5-holed everybody to extend the lead to 4-1. And then Dorviev made it 2-4. But then from there, for the remainder of the game, let's see what else we can show. Is this the... here we go. I think... Oh, here's the Aho goal. So Walker touch pass to Aho, and then Aho just tipped it in over blocker side, which that's a hard save of itself. But again, in context, with everything all together, there's parts of me that think, okay, maybe it's time to pull Hart or something. I don't know. And then let's fast forward a little bit to the Svechnikov goal. And again, with running out of juice and stuff here at the very end. Like, I watched this goal. Let me fast forward just a little bit. Okay, so Ehlers just takes it, and it's like a perfect little whoop spinorama. Again, what's Marner doing? Dude, Marner's over here in no man's land just hanging out. Like, yeah, man. I set a record, man. I have a hat trick in a Stanley Cup final. And I mean, I don't blame McNabb because McNabb was over here. I believe that's Hall. He's guarding him off. But like, see how far and how aggressive Hart is. Way out of his box. And then just backdoor. Wide open. So yeah, that's definitely something to look at. So I don't know. And again, this is all huge overreaction. This is a reactionary channel. I react to sports stuff. Kind of have huge overreactions of, oh my gosh, Vegas is out of it. Even though it's like, Vegas damn well could come back and win this series. Like I'm not putting it past anybody because, like, even though like look at what's going on in the NBA Finals. Even though, yeah, okay, the Spurs screwed the pooch and they blew a 29-point lead, which was historic. Literally every single game was decided by them on whether they wanted to be clutch or not. And I wouldn't put that series out of question and go, no, it's over. Knicks are going to win it in 5. I'm not going to put this one over and say, no, the Canes are going to win it in 6. Like, there's parts of me that think Vegas can defend home ice, defend their home barn. The only stat that would make me kind of go, gee, is Vegas in the first round and in the second round. They won Game 5, and then in Game 6 it ended up being a blowout when they beat Utah and Anaheim. And so there's parts of me that wonder, do they get a taste of their own medicine of losing back-to-back Game 5 and 6, a series clincher? But to say the Hurricanes blow them out in Game 6 in their barn, no, that just doesn't, that doesn't sound right. And the other thing too, of Vegas, I mean, when was the last time Vegas has lost 3 in a row? In January, February, March, yes. Like after the Olympic break, yes, because that's what ended up getting Cassidy fired. But since Torts came over, took over the team, and then we went into the playoffs, I don't believe they've lost 3 in a row. And so to lose 3 in a row and have the third be the Stanley Cup clinch, I don't know. I don't know. Even though it's just too soon to tell. I don't want to put all the eggs in that basket and go, yep, it's over, when, here come the Golden Knights. Because literally, shit, Thunder were up 3-2 and then they blew that. So, all right, here we go. So then we talked about the Georgiev 2-4 goal. So that's my thoughts kind of in reactions to what this Game 5 was. Not as entertaining as all the other games, but it was still a good game. Still a good game. We'll see how Vegas can respond, because Vegas, they need to respond, and they need to respond quick. Same with the Spurs. Someone's flopping. Someone got hurt. We might as well just sit here till the end of this game. The humanity. I love soccer, but there are times where no, I don't want to watch this, because just the flopping is ridiculous. Alrighty. Let's go around the horn now. Let's talk about some other stuff. We could talk soccer. Let's talk soccer. All right, people. Let's get into the soccer. I need to be super careful here. I don't know what I'm allowed to show and what I'm not allowed to show with soccer, because again, with the Olympics, when I tried to cover the Olympics, all my videos got taken down like super quick. But considering what we have seen from Mexico, I believe when I tuned in, it was, where's Gamecast here? Was it? Where was the goals? Oh, in the 9th minute, and then in the 67th minute. Oh, I see. That took me a minute. I saw this goal that extended it, because I watched from the second half, kind of like how I'm watching with the Korea-Czechia game. Second half. Look at that. Shots on goal. 4-2. Oh my gosh. 467 accurate pass. Damn, that's not a... Fouls committed. 12-11. Possession. Looks like they clearly took control of possession for majority of the game. I did kind of mention a little bit about the red cards with South Africa. Don't know like what started like the tension boiling point, kind of like when USA and Germany had their friendly a couple days ago. When I tuned in the second half, I believe to that point they were down to 10, and then I did see this ejection red card to where they were down to 9, and so don't know. Oh, he must have gotten ejected as well, because we're talking in the 90th minute. And then by the time this game was like over, I think maybe I started recording some videos or something. Hello, do we have another goal? Looks like we have another goal. So they're probably gonna look at it with VAR. Oh yeah, the ref. Oh, look at the ref. The ref's like, boop. Nope. Offside. Which I don't understand offsides ever, because I thought it was. Is it by how the grass is coordinated? If that makes sense. Like with how he's kicking it. I don't know. Well, I don't know how that could be an offsides. I really don't know how. Okay. Let me show you. Let me show you exactly. Everybody's going offsides, and pointing. Let me show you. So this free kick started from about, maybe with like how it's blocked off, because you see a soccer field. Oh yeah, no. That's not a goal. They're not gonna give it a goal. Let me see if we have a. Let me go right here. We just had a goal taken off. Well, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know how there's shades of grass, kind of like this, where there's different shades? I always kind of looked at it like the shades of grass tell where the offsides penalty is. And so, like, the free kick came from, like, here-ish, and then he kicked it from here. But the truth is... Okay, wait, let's look at the stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 stripes from the baseline all the way to 1, 2... Oh, shit. It changed the camera angle. Now I gotta count again. So from the baseline, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from the baseline to the top of the goalie key, 1, 2, 3, 4. So counting the goalie, counting this is the 4th one. So there's a 1, 2, then there's a 3 one, and then this one's in the 4th one. Okay, so he kicked it around here-ish, and then when it went right here for the goal, what confuses me on why, if it was an offsides, again, I don't follow soccer. I follow soccer when it's the big stuff. I don't follow like the little in-between matches and games. Like, I'll watch the Premier Final when it's the Premier Final. I'll watch the Euros, I'll watch the Copa, I'll watch the World Cup. But everybody was lined up together in this like chunk of grass right here that was all the same shade. And so I'm wondering, did it, because it crossed 2 shades of grass? Oh my, what the hell? What the hell? Korea just scored again. Now it's 2-1. Now, are they going to look at this and go, penal, and go, nope, we're going to take it back? Let me see this. Which this is super unfortunate if like they called Czech's goal back, and that's what ended up being the losing goal. Okay, where do they kick this one? Okay, so this one, he's right here. What the hell? How the hell is that not an offsides? Okay, he kicked it from here, and then the dude met him down here. Okay, hold on. Because I'm wondering, maybe is it because it hit off of a... Because he's kicking it from here, and then we're going through many shades of grass, and then the ref's following along, and then he gathers it right here, and then kicks it towards the middle. And so I'm wondering, is this going to get called back? No, they're not going to call it back. Is it because it went off the goalkeeper? Because when he centered it to the middle and then he kicked it, it went off the goalkeeper. And so maybe it's one of those, if there was the intent of an offsides, the second it touches the goalkeeper, all bets are off and it's a square deal. I don't know. Like, look at that pass. You know what? I need to stop. I don't. Ooh, 5-hole. And then we got some flopping. Yep. Okay. So South Korea is now up 2-1 against Czechia. Got a little bit of cramping. Guys falling down. Oh. Holy shit! Oh, that's not gonna be shown through replay. Oh my gosh! I think he mouthed something that is not YouTube appropriate. Holy shit! He said, "From what? Oh! What a save! That was a good save. It's gonna be a corner. It should be a corner." Hey, if I'm being real here, I think Czech's kind of been screwed out of a goal, but that's just me. That was a pretty questionable offsides. Like, I think offsides, unless it's blatant, I don't call it. Tiki tack. Same thing was going on in the Stanley Cup final, where it's like, Okay, cleared out. All right. Oh my gosh, we got more people rolling in. Hi, people. How we doing? Am I gonna watch USA in the World Cup tomorrow? I could. That sounds like a good idea. I'm personally not like I am a soccer fan. I do like soccer. Oh my gosh, that almost went in. That was a good hand save there by the keeper. They play. I think they play No, who did they play? They play somebody. Paraguay. Okay, they do play Paraguay. And then Canada plays Bosnia. Oh wait, no, I can say this. Bosnia, Herzegovina. Bosnia, Herzegovina. Bosnia, Herzegovina. And then USA plays Paraguay tomorrow. Yeah, I could watch this game, definitely. Is the NBA Finals tomorrow? Wait a minute, hold on. We might have a little conflict of interest. Oh no, they don't play till Saturday. Okay. Oh, you know what? Oh, that was definitely on purpose. They definitely scheduled it like that. They probably scheduled it so we could have. So Team USA could play and not. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll definitely watch it. But like my expectations for Team America are, let's just see if we can make the knockout rounds. Because let's go to the standings. Okay. Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. I think we probably got the favorable draw here, considering look at this is Group H is pretty loaded. Where's the England or Croatia could win this group? Where's the one which one is? Morocco could upset Brazil here. I could have sworn there was one that had... Where's Portugal? I could have sworn Portugal's in... Oh, Portugal and Colombia. This one... I could have sworn when I looked at it there was one... Oh, this one. Okay, this one's pretty... kind of yes and no. I think they definitely benefited because, like, I think because we're the host country, we probably got a little bit of favoritism there for having an easier pool and group. But like, this group is loaded. Like, South Korea could upset Mexico, Czechia. Like, we've seen how close this game has been. They could take it all. And so we got three, not powerhouses, but we got three teams that could definitely compete and take it. So hold on. Win was the F. Goals 4-2. Goals against. Goal difference. Okay. So is that what it is? Where you get a point for winning, but then because you won by 2, you get 2 points. So 2 + 1, 3. We'll see if that confirmed. We'll confirm that. We'll confirm that after this Czech game. Let's confirm that if that's how. Because again, I think the point system is super weird in the World Cup because they don't go off of wins, draws, and losses. They go off of goals scored. So let's see. United States and Paraguay. Obviously, I'm going to root for Team USA, but I think they got to get out of group play, and then by the time the where's the bracket? When the bracket rolls around, they got to benefit tremendously on where. Hold on, wait. Standings. We would be. What group are we? We are Group D. Group D. So let's go to the bracket. Group D. 1D. Where's One Direction? 1D. And we danced all night. There's 2D. Where's 1D? Oh, there's One Direction. So third in the B, E, F, I, or J. Oh my hell, that is too many. That is way too many. So whatever this matchup is here, if they're able to, so third in the B, E, F, I, or J. B, E, F, I, or J. B, E, F, I, or J. Oh my gosh. Like, let's say Argentina gets third place in their group, which I don't think, but it'd be USA versus Argentina in the first round. It's like, hell no. USA is not winning that game. So we were talking B, third place, probably Bosnia or Qatar, because I think Canada could win this. Canada or Switzerland. Oh boy, here comes an odd man rush with Korea. Oh, good footwork, good foot. Poked away. And then it talked about E, third place in E, probably Ivory Coast or Curacao. F, third place. This is probably how it's going to go down. Netherlands, Japan, and Sweden. So probably like Sweden against Team USA. Like, that is a tough. I'm not overlooking that matchup. I mean, for hell's sakes, we overlooked it in hockey and we almost lost. I. Norway or Senegal. So we have, because France. Well, what if Norway upsets and we have Norway, France, and then Senegal, or Iraq or Argentina. I think we could beat everybody in this group because J was one, and then L or K was not one. So yeah. So the bracket, and then from there, it's the winner of this game and it's the winner of this game, which is G1. Who's Group 1? Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, USA's not beating Belgium. No. Maybe they do. But it's like, okay. I had a joke, but it's not suitable for YouTube. Who's the third in the B, E, F, I, or J? B, E, F, I, or J? B, E. All right. Okay. Sorry, people. I got a little distracted. We got a little distracted. Good question, still. Thank you for that. That was a good question. All right, let's continue here. Oh. We got +6. 6 more minutes. Czechia guys like, hey, where's the blood? You know, we might as well just play this out. And see what happens. Six minutes to go. I think Czech could still tie this at least. We might have a ball don't lie moment. Maybe. Come on, send it in. Good clear by the goalie. Great clear. That one went all the way down. Interesting. Okay, we'll keep talking about sports and then how this game wraps up. This one wraps up. Because it's 2-1 right now. All right, let's go into the NFL, people. All right, NFL minicamp updates. Let's get into it. Caleb Williams' eyes being a stoic and strong leader. Oh, what the hell did I miss? Oh my, I missed something. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a great center pass. Oh, what a save. Czech had 2 great shots. 2 great chances there. But South Korea's goalie. Good save. All right. Oh my gosh. So he has a quote coming out here. Brown marvels at May, quote, a true leader of men. Sure. Whatever. Maybe it's the little bit of an Eagles fan in me that's a little salty. Broncos reward Peyton with a new 5-year contract extension. Falcons trade for Chiefs offensive tackle Morris, sources say. Jefferson on the Vikings starting quarterback. It's coach's call. Good PR training there. Good media training. Because, yeah, we've seen there's some stuff like Kyler Murray. I will give Kyler Murray some credit. Like, Murray's talking as if he's going to be the starting quarterback this year because he's like, it's kind of tough taking some reps when I'm new here versus how I was doing things. It's like bold of you to assume you're the starting quarterback, which he probably will be. I don't know. I could literally see the Vikings have Murray be the starter for the first 3 games and then McCarthy be the starter for the next 3 games and like figure out who's the guy after the first 6 games. Because like okay, they start Kyler Murray. Let's look at the NFL and let's go look at the schedule for, oh my gosh, this photo too. Looking a little beefy there. All right, anyways. Let's go, where are my Vikings? Green Bay at Minnesota. That's a huge game. And I'd say, oh my gosh, Packers, Bears, and Buccaneers. Dude, if they're not freaking careful, they could start 0-3. They could start 0-3. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Like, Buccaneers are going to be better this year, and Buccaneers usually start off high at the start of the season. So you have the Packers at home, which this could be a Vikings win. I'll give them that credit because the Vikings have won home openers against the Packers before. See 2022. See, I believe that was actually the last time they opened up. Yeah, this week, this year especially for the NFL, all the first 2 weeks are a bunch of divisional games. But like the Bears in Chicago, the Bears are going to be, I think they'll be pretty half decent this year. But then the Buccaneers here, like out of these three teams, probably best team here is the Buccaneers. Oh, okay, this is it. This is it for the game. Check's out of time. There's no more time. They're on 96 minutes and 19 seconds, 20 seconds, and they got a +6. Like, they're going to blow the yeah, they're going to blow the whistle here. They're going to blow the whistle. There's no, yep, they cleared it. Yep. Unbelievable. Okay, so Korea won. South Korea, the Korea Republic. They won against Czech, 2-1. Let's go quick walk over to the World Cup and let's look at standings. Oh, is it gonna give me? It's not the final yet. No, they're not giving it a win yet. We'll circle back and we'll look at this. Because there's parts of me, they have the win, so there's 1 point, and then you go over here to the goal differential is 1, so 1 + 1 2. So when their points be 2, I don't know. We'll let that load a little bit. Oh, what the hell? It showed a 3, but how? Huh? And we'll look at it in a second. We'll let it figure itself out, and then we'll talk about it. So anyways, back to the Vikings and with how their season starts. There's parts of me where it doesn't even matter who the starting quarterback is. Like, so you have, where's the Vikings? Okay, so you have Kyler Murray. You give him the reins here. Look at how much of a difference Packers, Bears, Buccaneers in those 3 games versus Dolphins, Saints, and Colts. 3 pretty, hey, playoff team potentially versus fighting for the Arch Manning sweepstakes, maybe a playoff team. So, oh, there we go. How? Wait. So, South Korea's at a +3. In their points. How? So I guess a win is worth 3 points. The point differential does not matter, I guess, until it comes down to point differential doesn't matter until it comes down to I guess a head-to-head. I don't know. So you throw McCarthy out there, they go 0-3. You throw Murray out there, they go 3-3. I don't know. Don't know. All right, so that's the NFL. What else is going on in the world of the NFL? I saw that Mahomes restructured his contract. We went over some of the contracts that other players have, and I gave my thoughts and opinions on, well, they're probably not. No, this team wouldn't pay that. I think the Chiefs are probably going to have a bounce back year this year. And like with them restructuring his contract, it probably makes for, and I've said it before, like go look at not bottom feeder teams, but like go look at the Vikings and Justin Jefferson, for example. Go look at Myles Garrett with the Browns. You don't think Justin Jefferson would be like, "Oh, the Chiefs want me to go play with them." You don't think he'd leave Minnesota? Like, let's not kid ourselves here. So I've been hitting that drum for a while, saying I could see Jefferson getting traded to the Chiefs, like he requested to, and also too, maybe they're also freeing up cap space waiting for Tyreek Hill because we still have no word on, hey, is he coming back or not? Um, which we've already been pushing for that to happen. All right, let's get into the NBA. Here we go. Oy. Oh boy. You know, we're inching closer to the off season when the main headlines are LeBron and Giannis. I don't think LeBron's getting traded. I don't think he's going anywhere, dude. There's no way. There's no way. I think he's gonna stay. I think he's gonna stay with the Lakers. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Sorry, people. Let me. Sorry. Do you see the tint? There's a tint that's showing. My bad. Let's turn the tint off. All right. Usually that tint hits when it's like a quote nightlight sort of. All right, back to it. Stephen A. Smith and Perk get in a heated discussion over how much blame De'Aaron Fox deserves. You know what? I think with how that last play transpired, I dude, it was a block by Wemby or a super bad miss by Brunson to go off the top of the backboard, and then we have a loose scramble. If he didn't go get the ball, there were two Knicks players there to go get the ball, corral it, and come back to their side, call a timeout. The Knicks still would have had final possession, unless Fox did get it and like dribble out, and nobody on the Knicks fouled him. Which, by the way, I think somebody on the Knicks would have fouled him. But I think him in the heat of we're in the game, I don't think maybe you do prepare for that where it's like, hey, by the way, if there's a loose scramble here, don't do a layup, dribble it out. I in real time watching it with how surprising it was, like it looked like, okay, we have a block, we have a loose mad scramble, the Knicks are going to come down and they're going to shoot, and that's going to decide the game. But they did take a timeout. I didn't even realize that it was, the blame was on Fox. I didn't even realize that till today, like a day after, on people like going through the replay and realizing, oh yeah, he could have dribbled it out. And it's like, I did not catch that live because it's not something you think about. Because what I was more focused on, and this is like I've made my video and I've given my thoughts and reactions to it, what I'm more focused on is the Knicks first half 3-pointers were like four or five, but then they ended up with 15. The Spurs made 10 more 3-pointers than the Knicks did in the first half, but it equaled out and the water leveled because they only made 3 in the second half. I'd put more blame on that. I'd also put a little bit of blame too on Wemby missing some free throws. Like there's a handful of stuff. There's a handful of stuff. Okay, we're reaching about an hour. I'm looking at the clock. We're reaching about an hour. So let's wrap up. Let's try to wrap up. Okay. 10 teams to watch for the Celtics, the Cavs, the Nuggets, the Pistons, the Clippers. Okay. Ready. I hope y'all are listening. I'm about to. Here we go. Here's why the Celtics is going to be a big shakeup. Because Giannis is probably going to go to Boston. That's probably why. Why is the Cavs going to be a big shakeup? Because James Harden is probably going to leave. That's why. I wouldn't be surprised if James Harden and Donovan Mitchell left. I wouldn't be surprised. Nuggets. Why is this one a big? Probably because people are talking, hey, let's get Murray and Jokic some help. Pistons. Why would there be some crazy stuff with the Pistons? I don't actually know. Probably just because they were the 1 seed, and what are they going to do to keep the 1 seed? Clippers. Why will the Clippers offseason be a big deal? Because Kawhi Leonard's probably going to leave. Lakers. Why the Lakers offseason going to be a big deal? Because what will LeBron do? That's why. Heat. Why is the Heat going to have a big offseason? Because they're probably going to make pushes to get Giannis. They're going to make pushes to get Giannis or Mitchell. Bucks. Why are the Bucks going to have... You hear that voice crack? My bad. Why are the Bucks going to have a big offseason? Because the Bucks need to decide if they go all in and help Giannis or we'll let him go. And then Minnesota, it'd be a stretch, but Ant leaves. I don't think he would. Thunder, oh my gosh. Oh my, Stephen A. Chet Holmgren should be traded for someone like Giannis. Get the hell. Oh, so someone can't. Oh my hell. Stephen A. Shh. Quiet. Yeah, they're gonna overreact to that. I don't know. No. Chet Holmgren is gonna be no. He ain't going nowhere. Okay, the MLB. Oh my gosh. Which are the Pirates and the Dodgers still playing? No. Okay. Dodgers downplay the Ohtani injury. Okay. The NHL. We already talked about the NHL. Dude, the Canes are freaking 1 win away. And then, in final time, South Korea scores 2 unanswered goals. Oh, I'll tell you how they did. I'll tell you exactly. Ooh, World Cup VAR review. Were the refs right to show 3 red cards in the Mexico opener? Well, we'll look at that. We can probably take a little look-see at that later. I'll tell you exactly how South Korea won their game. All right. What are we doing? Why did we click on this? We already know. We already know who won this game. All right, people. Okay, people on the shorts end, be sure to hit that like and subscribe. We're going to do a hard out here. Also, go check out my latest video. I made a video of my reaction to the Knicks winning. So go check that out, please, and thank you. Also, thank you all for tuning in. We had a handful of views. Dude, we had over... Look at that. Here we go. All right. Catch you guys in the next one.